what's up? Today I'm gonna be walking you through on how Freshi Barida was made. So I'm going to discuss everything the song entails, and those who are interested with the project files, there will be on a link on the description. So I'm going to start with the tempo. The tempo is 97. The key of the song is key G, and as you can see on your screens, I have color coded the project on the different parts of the song. So I'll start with the intro. So let me start with the drums, and I'll start with solo in the drum parts. So the drum intro starts with this roll of the hi-hat. So this is the instrument here. So the hi-hats are divided in the 1/64 partitions. So if you want to make that roll, you'll have to first of all make sure that your grid is 1/64 and then input that roll. So that's the intro drum pattern. I think there's also these other parts where these kicks come in. So it's just the normal boom track kapuka drum pattern. So here's the kick and snare, then this hi-hat. Okay, now still on the intro, there is this shaker. Let me close that window. So low. So this is a loop that I dragged in the session, the arrangement view, and so that's the loop there, the shaker loop. And then we have this. Okay, let me first of all join this part here. So this log drum, I used a VST, an external VST, and this is the VST here. It's called DDX10. So on this parameters, I think I boosted the release, and also maybe I also increased decay, and here on the amp envelope and also on the mod envelope, I also extended this release and a little bit of sustain, but most of the effects are here on the drum bass. So here's how it sounds without this drum bass. You can hear it's very laid back, but when I add this drum bass, it gives it that punch. So on the drum bass, I boosted some of the drive to around 37%. Also, I activated the compressor, and I think that's all I did. So the compressor is 100%. If you feel 100% is too much, then also you have the leniency of reducing the percentage of the dry wet. So, but I keep mine at 100. Maybe I might reduce to around 80. Let's see. Maybe 95. So that's the drum log. And then there's this instrument here from Nexus. Okay, that's a bell, and so this bell is from Nexus, plucked this hands up preset, hands up bell 1, PL, hands up bell 1. So that's the preset that I used. Okay, and this other instrumentation we have. Okay, it also sounds like a bell, so let's see what I used here. So also I used an instrument from Nexus and plucked, and this time round I used hands up bell 2. So that's the second bell. And these other instruments, which is an 808, here's the 808. So for the 808, as usual, I added an 808 on a sampler, tuned it, and then added an amp, and I also added a compressor. And this compressor here is mainly for sidechain. Okay, when the song progresses, of course drums come in, and I don't want the drums to crash with 808, so I added this compressor, activated sidechain. So normally this is how your compressor looks like when you drag in an instance of the compressor. But if you open up this window here, there is you can activate sidechain. So just activate sidechain, then here you can choose which track you want to sidechain the 808 with. So in this case I chose drum rack because that's where the drum is, and then I selected drum rack, this band kick, post effects. So that's the rack, or rather the 808. On these other instruments, yes, there's that lead or vocal that happens. So for this I used an instrument from Nexus, and then I had a preset from this 808 Mafia Nexus expansion, which is an external expansion. So if you have the default Nexus, probably you will not find this Mafia, but you can search around and you'll get it. So the instrument here, the preset is called Mafia Piccolo. But if you don't have this, you can always find a sound that sounds close to this particular sound. So I also added saturator and boosted drive to around 4.5 dB, with around 4.5 dB. So that's those are the instrumentations that make up the intro. So now still on the intro, these are the instruments. So there's a group here. Okay, let me solo this group. Okay, there's this vocal. Actually, this is the vocal. So I'm going to first let's start with these sounds. So this particular sound here, if I solo, this is how it sounds. Okay, that's a sound from Nexus, and the sound is on category voice, and then this binary voice. The second, the third, the fourth preset on voice category. And then I layered this sound with these other instruments. So both of them are playing the same notes, and this particular one, this sound is a sound from dance leads, and then the preset is hands up hook 2. So both, that's how they sound. On effects, you can see, okay, this echo is not active, so I don't need it there. So on effects, I have an EQ, and I've shaved out some of these high frequencies, and then there is also a saturator, which I added 4.5 dB of drive. Actually, this is how it sounds without the drive. So if I add drive, so there's some small difference. Okay, there's also this other instrument here. So on this instrument, I got a sound from Nexus, also from 808 category here, and Piccolo. This Mafia Piccolo. Okay, I'm gonna delete here, and then also there's a saturator. So there's also this sound here, which I believe is guitar. I don't know. Yes, this sound. So this is the common famous guitar sound that normally is used like in every song, and this sound I used a preset from XP guitars, and this muted clean guitar one. If you've been following my tutorials, you by now know this guitar. Okay, now that's the intro. So after the intro, there's this chorus. So this chorus, all of the instruments that make up the chorus are in. I have discussed. Maybe the drum parts is where there's a variation, and this is how the drums sound. So let me solo. So there's this introduction of this tambourine. So but every other instrument here I've already highlighted. So that's the chorus. Then we have the verse here. This instrument DDX, this log drum keeps changing. And did I even show you where? Okay, so for the log drum, you'll use this DDX10, and then you'll find this log drum here on this. Okay, here this log drum. Where you? Yeah. Okay, yeah, so those are the instruments that make up the song. So the only other new instrument is on the chorus here. So this instrument is I programmed a bass sound from using wavetable. So I dragged an instance of wavetable. Wavetable is a 2 oscillator here instruments, this wavetable. So if you drag an instance of wavetable, of course you can design a sound. So I, you know, designed this bass, simple bass sound here. So well, those are the instrumentations that make up this song, and I'm gonna play from maybe the chorus.